Other news tonight, voter fraud. It's a powerful term some election experts say should not be used without evidence.
But we're hearing those words a lot in Kentucky right now. There are claims of voter fraud, but no proof has come up as of yet.
So LEX 18's political reporter Carolina Buchek investigated.
We know for a fact that there have been more than a few irregularities.
On election night, Governor Matt Bevin first mentioned that word, irregularities. The very next day, he made claims of possible voter fraud.
We know there have been thousands of absentee ballots that were illegally counted. That is known, and this again is something that's being looked into. We know that there are reports of people having been turned away, incorrectly turned away from various voting booths around the state. Again, things that need to be corroborated.
Now, as far as evidence goes, the governor hasn't shown any yet. And Governor-elect Andy Beshear stands by the results of the election. Last week, when we asked him if he knows about any irregularities, he did not hesitate with his answers.
Have you or has your campaign heard about these irregularities that the governor is referencing?
No.
The Secretary of State's office, which is in charge of elections here in Kentucky, says it hasn't heard of anything that would change the outcome of the governor's race. A spokesperson for the office wrote, quote, "So far, our office has not received notice of any irregularity that would account for a 5,000 vote differential." But claims of voter fraud are still circulating on social media. And yesterday, a group called Citizens for Election Integrity held a press conference in Lexington, making claims of voter fraud. LEX 18 chose not to air those claims because the group offered no proof.
What evidence do you have?
Well, the evidence at this point is up to the Attorney General's office.
LEX 18 asked about evidence several more times and did not get an answer.
What is the concrete evidence?
Stay tuned tomorrow.
So where are these allegations of voter fraud coming from? Election security experts at the OSET Institute say incorrect and fake information can spread quickly online.
A lie can circle the globe before the truth can find the keyboard.
And on election night, we saw that happen. VineSight, a company that tracks political misinformation online, saw thousands of accounts spreading fake information. Like this tweet, for example. It says, quote, "Just shredded a box of Republican mail-in ballots. Bye Bevin." The user's location is listed as Louisville, but the city's name is misspelled. And VineSight saw this tweet get retweeted by many bot accounts. And experts worry this situation could be an indicator of what may happen in 2020.
What if the president is not reelected next year? Is he going to concede? Is he going to do the very same thing that we're seeing Bevin do here?
And experts say situations like the one currently happening here in Kentucky undermine the public's confidence in elections. And they believe that is dangerous.
When you have campaigns and candidates and presidents who have, invoked the vernacular of hacked, tampered, and rigged, you are sowing the seeds of distrust. That's a very dangerous thing. If people cannot trust the process, either they're not going to participate or it's going to devolve into chaos.
In Lexington, Carolina Buchek, LEX 18 News.
The Attorney General's office, which controls the hotline for election questions and concerns, says it received 123 calls as of last Thursday. Office staff report the nature of the calls was typical of the calls they normally get during elections.